Let's go and look for our missing roommate in our multidimensional apartment. Yeah, we got notes. We got notes. We're prepared.
Hello. You have 2 new messages. Message received, Thursday, the 22nd of June 2023 at 13:58.
Weird signal.
End of message. Message received, Thursday, the 22nd of June 2023 at 20:57.
Hey, it's Fael. Listen, this is going to sound kind of strange, but, I think I got lost in the apartment. I don't know where I am. You think you could come help me? So,
We will.
Anyway, later.
We have our cat meter set to the max on our phone. Let me just end this poll. You can't vote anymore. Should we write down the combinations we use for doors? Maybe. Maybe we should take more notes. So yes, we know that there is this Fael's mailbox. It needs a code. So we gotta go to our apartment and get this code quick. And we know it's on the 2nd floor. Let's go, yes. Even the doormat to our apartment is the leaf insect, because we've been taking note of that, so... Yes, forbidden to install devices on your mailboxes. Yes, there's the weird devices all over the apartment that we're gonna be dealing with in a little bit. So... yeah, here we learned the instructions for it's a 4-digit code and you should set it something that you can remember, like your birthday. Right, so hint hint, nudge nudge. And then on the fridge here we get a Christmas card that's like, in 2019 you're about 30. Is this like the blueprints? I mean, it's not exactly like blueprints. Obviously, it doesn't have house building and that sort of stuff. But yes, there is a weird apartment that gets bigger and bigger as we go. And we have to go to the other dimensions of it. But yes, if you're 30 in 2019, then your birth year must be 1989. Yeah, and I mean, I played the demo of it, and yesterday I got to start it for a little bit. So it's definitely a curious game with puzzles aplenty. And yes, here we get our game leaf device. So we will be using that to gain access to various things through those devices across the place. Can we use the keypad in the apartment? Well, we can for sure try. Because I think we clicked on it yesterday, but it's obviously not attached to anything, right? It's just sitting on the desk. So we can say 1989 on this. Oh, okay. On here it just says Fael. Whatever we type. So curious, but also Fael is leaf backwards, and all of the leaf insects, it's all coming together, one big leaf conspiracy. Okay, well, now that we have this game leaf, we can start plugging it in to the devices. Yes, here we play weird Tetris, where we have to take the blocks from the side and drop them in the spots that are marked up. There we go. We win, and then the cables turn rainbow. Beautiful rainbows. Okay, it goes through like this room into here. Okay, now we need to drop the blocks across, because they like go to the side and only drop if they hit something. Hello, Firefly. I know you're very attracted to this keyboard, but unfortunately now it's stream time, so you can't sit on it. Do I need to put a keyboard on your shelf? Will that help you? I assume not, because she only wants the keyboard that I am using, right? If it's just a random keyboard, she's not interested. Hmm? What do you think? Okay. Third one, another leaf insect over there. Yes, this was the one where we had to, like, build a little tower for ourselves. So if we drop this here, and then drop this on top, there we go. More rainbows. Let's chase the rainbows. This is the shower, there's nothing here. Yeah, she's interested in gaming. She's the top gamer. She wants to stream, but I destroy her dreams by telling her to stop it. This one we needed to do something where it catches on the top. See, I already forgotten what we were doing. This way? Yes, and then it will go on top of that if we just drop it from here. There we go. Why are they moving? Because the magical energy is flowing through them. Magical multi-dimension power moves in them and creates new dimensions. Okay. And then this one, we gotta stick this through here so that we can get those blocks blocked in the right places. It's so much easier when you know what you're doing. There we go. This took a lot longer yesterday. I mean, not like a lot, but obviously we had to work it out. And yes, now we can interact with this. And we can press the buttons. Okay, let's make notes. So the first dimension is just 4 squares in order. Whee! Portals! And then this apartment is still here, but now it's connected to this apartment where moss is growing, yes, and we're in part 1 phasm. So now we gotta upgrade our game leaf, because when we plug it into the door it says you need a version 1.1. There is a voice recorder here.
Hello? Anyone at an apartment? Weird, huh? Morpheus? At Phasm? Then welcome. I'm in the office.
Yeah, he's in
My
the
roommate
office.
is on his way. I hope be patient. We'll see each other soon.
We just have to figure out how to draft the office and the mystery will be solved. And yes, now as we're walking around, we have things like plants that are acting a bit weird, or other objects that are like glitching out and acting weird. We've got those little notes, post-its with like weird shapes. I started writing them down yesterday. So we got a couple of those. But yes, they talk about phasmids a lot, and I think basically the leaf insects are the phasmids. He then later refers to them as pets. There's another one. Hello very much, Craft. Welcome, welcome. And here, next to the TV, one as well. So yes, they are all watching us. Maybe someone was right yesterday. Maybe Fael has indeed turned into one of those leaf insects. And that's where he's at now. Okay, so yeah, we get his... he was building his models. And he was building some sort of Tetris display. But we need to yank this battery. What's the game about? The game's about our roommate who was doing some experimenting, and he turned our apartment multi-dimensional And now he's lost inside of it, so we gotta go and help him. We have to figure out what he did and how to control what's happened to our apartment and how we can save him from it. And also people's. So we have to somehow get in there. There's also a blueprint behind the console here, so I wonder if this is related to that blueprint puzzle that we saw. Oh yeah, you know, a normal accident that happens when you just turn your apartment multidimensional. And yes, we need to get like things uploaded into our device in order to open this door, because right now everything is locked. Yeah, I mean, isn't that how blueprints also work? You know, they just have a multi-dimensional house. We've got little froggies, baby froggies, tadpoles swimming in the shower now. And yes, this is where we get an upgrade. So we put the battery here in the box, and then we put our game over here. And upgrades! Though we need 3 of those to open the door. Yes, but we're now on 1.1, which means we should be able to go to the front door and unlock it over there. Sorry, I just saw a floppy disk, but we can't interact. We can't upgrade a room. Not allowed in this game. Okay. Plug it in. Unlock the portal. We gotta do this puzzle first. Okay, so this was rotated like this. So now we get into black and white or green and black pieces on the Tetris blocks. So we have to arrange them to match. And then the unexpected rule is, though, even though this piece looks like it's a whole thing, it's gonna split in half when we drop it. Because the different color pieces are not glued together. Okay, so now we get dimension 2. It's an L-shaped block code. Like, the buttons change on this, so we're locked into what we can press. Hello, yes, Jordan. You're basically on time because, yeah, we just did a restart, so we literally just got into the version of the apartment where we've quit yesterday because it wasn't working, so we're here, right? You've basically landed perfectly. Yes, so we've got the suspicious looking popcorn. I don't recommend eating it. Also very suspiciously priced. Because it's 7.9 euros for small and 8 euros for big. Scam. Cat litter. Ew. In my popcorn. Can't go there. Okay, so yes, this puzzle. Because yeah, in here, we get like lots of blueprint pieces, and then it tells us, you know, gives us a picture of the peephole. So now that I've seen that there is a blueprint behind the device in the peephole, it might be like we have to go look at what that is and figure out what to do. But we haven't solved this yesterday, so yes, we're basically at I don't know what the answer is. And yes, here we've got different screens where we can select footage of stick insects or leaf insects that have some sort of floor plans on them showing up. And then we will figure out what to do with it. Like last time I just arranged them so they were touching each other. Like this. 3 and 3. Okay, one needs to be on 4. So we're using one of each. Okay, so let's have a look at the people, because we can still go back to that apartment. And figure out if that will help us, right? Because there is a blueprint in the back. So maybe it tells us what we need to recreate. Okay, because yeah, we can see that, right? It's this sort of floor plan. So big room here, then small room on top, then lots of like rooms on this side. I'm just gonna take a picture of this because that's gonna be easier than me trying to write all of that down. Sometimes notes just you know don't work as well when there is a lot of detail. But there's more to that puzzle than just those screens, right? Because then we're gonna be walking around and there are more things. Because yeah, we've got the pieces. So yeah, this plan looks like it matches the blueprint, one of those, when the room is big. But I think the next part of it is we go around and there are cameras all over and we can pause them on specific things. So this is the footage of the leaf insect, and it's showing like the kind of top area. So we want to stop it on, yes, this single room, if it's supposed to match the picture. Not this, because we need the wall to be flat. Okay, this. So this matches the blueprint we see through the peephole. And then we need to raise the screen so we can continue. And then, surprise corridor that wasn't here before. And suspicious music. Leaf insect graffiti. Okay, so this camera, let me see, that's the bottom, that's basically the entrance area of the floor plan. So I think this is what we want on it. It looks about correct. Okay, nothing else here to inspect. There's lots of like art and comic books. Okay. Then there's a classroom here. He was doing lots of homework about the plasmids. Plasmids are pets that are insects. They're pets thing first, insects later. They look like leaves or sticks. They use their appearance to hide from predators like owls and other birds, lizards, or ants by pretending to be part of a tree. As for whether they do this on purpose, no one knows. I mean, I'm not sure they're aware of it, like they're not, you know, sentient or like conscious of it, but it definitely helps. When predators attack, phasmids stay still. Even a human being wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the phasmid and a leaf, twig, piece of bark, or thorn, no matter how long they looked at it. I mean, I'm sure they could. If a phasmid gets eaten, a bird can poop out the eggs, sorry if that's gross, which can still hatch. Biology, so gross. Phasmids can reproduce normally or all by themselves. What they mean is that they're all female when there is no male around. For some species, there aren't any males at all. They're all completely disappeared from the face of the earth. Okay. What happened? Do not get stick things as a pet before you know what you have hundreds. I've never really been into insects as pets. Generally not a fan of insects touching me. Okay, so this is the bottom corner of the apartment. But this is not it. We don't want a hole in the wall. Okay, this is it. That matches the blueprint. And then... oh yes, there's another camera here. So bathroom has turned into some sort of archive now. And then we've got a camera going here, but it's kind of hard to see what's on it. Like, it shows this floor plan, but I don't think that's correct, because I think there needs to be a wall here. But it seems like it only has one floor plan on this footage. So I guess we're forced into this. But yes, we have the roommates and lots of other like art. on the walls. And yes, he was collecting like figurines and lots of anime things, but also tinkering with lots of inventions. Yeah, because there's a voice recording here.
I didn't take any notes. Nothing about my references nor my methods. Nothing at all. I'm no researcher. I jumped straight into testing with my old optical equipment, my old computer. I wanted to try things right away. I tinkered and built a transmitter, something pretty safe to begin with. And I saw. You understand? Now, I didn't get a result on the screen. I actually saw with my own eyes. But it's not enough. It's practically nothing. It's impossible to draw anything from it. I have to augment the wave frequency and the field of influence. I need to order more parts. A lot of parts. And the budget. I'll have to sell my collections.
So this is where we got to yesterday, right? Like, there we go. We've replayed the start of the game and we're here. So from now on, all is new. And yes, I guess, yes, the Obra Dinn reference for those who didn't see. So yes, it took nowhere as long as it did yesterday. What's in the jar? Some plants, I would say, like a little terrarium. We can't interact with it. We've got some people on the boat. What does it mean? I don't know. Oh, okay, so the toilet has been turned into a dark room where he's taking pictures of stick insects, leaf insects, and buildings and flyers. Spooky. Okay, but nothing for us to like grab or pick up. Can't develop any secret photos. Ah, okay, we can plug our game live in here and do another puzzle. Okay, so we need the dark bits onto here. So, okay, because we need to drop it like this, but it won't go from the top. Which means we need to block it off somehow. And then we have two... we have an L shape and a J shape. So this will be... How will they fit in here? Could be this, but then we can't have this. Yeah, what do we need to drop first, right? Because this one, it needs to land on here. But if we drop it from here, it's not gonna be quite there. Right, it's covering up this bit, and it's not in the right place. But if we go through the side, it will just go all the way across. Oh, it's sticky. Oh, because there's a... Okay, so now a new rule. If there is already a matching color on the board, then it's sticky. So if we go from this side, it will stick. Okay. This game has some unexpected rules, I have to say. Okay, which means if we drop this piece from the top, it will also stick here. There we go. Okay, yes. Until you learn those things, when you start those puzzles, it's like, how is this supposed to work? But apparently, it does. Okay, so does it? Yes. It opens this door. And now we're magically back to the entrance, right? Because even though we went this way, we looped around to the start because apparently that's how this place works right now. Okay, so now, yes, now on those screens, now that we pause the cameras, the blueprints are what they are. And now the cables are rainbow again. And now we can press the big red button. Okay, and now the archive has opened. So we can go back there and see what that's about. Okay, anything behind here? Ah, another upgrade. Okay, that's the second unlock. It's struggling. There we go. 1.2. Slot unlocked. Thank you. There is another cable here. But right now it's not rainbowing. So might be something that we still need to do. Yeah, I wonder, like, after we pass the dimension, whether we're gonna be going back or not. But we should be able to plug this into the door. Because now we have 1.2, so it will unlock. Okay. If I send this from the top, yes, it will drop like this, and then we just need to drop the rest on top. There we go. This is not how Tetris works. Okay, we're going to a third dimension, and this time, this is the shape. Let's press it. Oh, no, okay. I think this time we're getting into... We can actually enter different dimensional codes, because I didn't need to press all the buttons. So, for the third dimension, I only entered a part of this. Which makes sense, because, yeah, we will want to go back to the green apartment to unlock that door. Right? Because, well, good things... Crystal said, let's take notes, because yes, when we get the third unlock on our thing, we will wanna return. Oh, interesting. It's locked. Okay, the game is like, no. Go forward, not back. Okay, yes, so we're allowed to go in this. Into the rainbow dimension, where there are no walls, except there are walls. So we can see through them, but we can't go through. That was the code for the cinema? Yes, it was. You are right. The first dimension was just a straight line. So we can't stack the same dimension on it. It's fine. I mean, we don't need to go back there right now because it wouldn't do anything, right? We need to get the third unlock. Also, is our game leaf like doing a little face? Like... Right, it has like two little eyes and a silly mouth.
The existence of infrared and ultraviolet on the light spectrum supposes the existence of colors we cannot see, but that other animals can see. My question is thus, do said animals live in the same world as us? Does our human perception combine us in some way? This question then leads to another. Is it possible that other worlds exist?
He was having deep thoughts. Oh, you know what I forgot to do this time? I forgot to take the battery. So we might actually have to enter the code again. Because, yeah, I assume, yeah, we can't go through those doors. We're locked. Yeah, it matches our T-Mag. Okay, so we gotta go back. And yeah, that takes us to the green apartment. And we gotta go back, get our battery. Because those devices need a battery. Come on, battery. We're going on an adventure. We're gonna be seeing things normal humans cannot see. Okay, well, from this one... Okay, we need to go on this side so we can enter the code again. There we go. So now we can operate those weird devices. Yeah, okay. It's... Okay, it opens this door. And what can we do here? Okay, I can like zoom into this, but there is no controls or anything. If I plug it into here... This one has like buttons. Okay, it makes things visible. Oh, it's those codes. It's the codes we were seeing on the little post-its. So we want 2 straight line and this. And does that do it? It's brought a pink box into existence. Because yeah, that would be where we saw that code, right? The shelf in the corner of the sort of living room. And then the other one was from the kitchen. Yeah, if I take this battery out, then everything goes away. Okay, well, presumably for now, we gotta focus on like going through the doors rather than redoing the secret codes, but it's something. Can't go there. Is there a second battery somewhere that I've missed? Just like a post-it note in space. Okay, I can go in here. Took away the plant. Yeah, I wonder if we do this, right? Because yeah, this is the glitching plant that we saw. Maybe yes. Maybe if we do this, if we do the code, something new will appear in that space. So yeah, now it has like a little container. So now if we go back to there in the other dimension, will that box be there and we can maybe find something? Yes, okay, the box is here. And it does indeed have a second battery. So now we can open multiple doors. Okay, which means, yes, the other glitching object we saw is this coffee cup in the kitchen, and this is a second code here. So when we get to the kitchen in the other dimension, we know what to do and we know where to come back to. Okay, so now we can take this battery out, because we don't need this anymore. And we can plug it in here so we can go through a door. But then we have a second battery to go into this device so that we can activate another door. And there are buttons to press. Okay, so this one rotates. And then we can... Can we go? Can I go in? Maybe I need to rotate until... Okay, there is the door that's actually open. Ah, okay, so I guess this is the first device. Is it possible for me to stream early? Not really, right? This is my main slot that I'm able to be in. Since it's all UK time. Okay. What we've got a sticky white block here, which means we can stick something here. And again, we have a L shape and a J shape. If I start with this, it will stick. But then... How does that, like, because I assume the black shape is not gonna stick to this. No, it will fall. So whatever we do with the white pieces, it then has to allow for the black block to somehow sit on them while still hitting on this white piece here. Because we have this other one. But right now, it won't even reach. Right, it won't even reach to the other side if we were to drop it. Maybe it's the other way. If I send this block here... No, it won't cover it. Because I was like, then we could stack them, but it's not gonna... It's not gonna have it. How can we make it stick out more? Because yeah, it has to touch this one specific slot, right? Because otherwise it doesn't happen, which means we'll be this way. But then this is just too far away. how can we land this black one on this? Because we could rotate it. From here we'll just fall through. Let's see. First teleporting down, then black tea. Oh yeah, because then it will sit on it. Okay, yes, it's sloped like that. And then this one will just sit on top. Okay. Tetris. We gotta think with Tetris. Okay, we've got a rainbow cable now. And that's, yeah, okay, so it's feeding this door with the power. Okay, let's see what else we can open then. That one's closed. That one's closed. Maybe the door that are open in Mossy version are open. Yeah, okay, because we didn't go all over the apartment this time, right? Because I was like, yeah, we're just catching up. So yeah, maybe we gotta, because yeah, we have this door open. No, but this is open too. But let's see. I mean, let's open this door to the bathroom and see if that helps. Okay, it's open now. Because yeah, I was like, this one is not open, right? Yeah, this one is closed, despite the fact that the other one's open. But I guess it works for the bathroom. Well, in that case, let's get in there and do the next Tetris puzzle. Okay, even more hanging. We have a sticky black, which I assume we will need this shape to do this top shape. Because we can drop from here and it will stick here, and then we cover that. Then this shape will stick on top here. And then we should be able to get the white tea. If we rotate it... Oh, we can't rotate it like this, because there isn't an exit big enough. But we should be able to do this. There we go. Okay. It's happening! So that's 2 of the cables. Okay, will this door open now? Now that we've done the other puzzles? No. What's this over the door? Because I presume this one will also be closed because we can't open it. Like, this one is not openable in the Mossy apartment because it needs the pre-unlocks on our device. Where is this cable coming from? Oh no, it's just going back to this door. Okay, so we need to open this door. Maybe this one is reverse. Maybe this one we need to close it in the Mossy apartment and it will be open here. Just, you know, to mess with us a little bit. So if we set the thing on it and then we go back to Mossy apartment, it upsets me slightly that you can't run in this game because we can only like slowly move around like this. But let's see. Now I closed it, because yeah, the round thing isn't here. So maybe it's some sort of signifier that we can do that. No, okay, it's still closed. It is still locked. Like, what is this thing above the door? Because there is clearly a Tetris there. There is clearly the third thing we need to open the kitchen door. And then in the kitchen there's more code things, but it's like, how do we open? Yeah, it looks like a traffic light, like one section of a traffic light. But in that case, what does it do? It's like, if we walk backwards, the light can't see us? No. Okay, well, let's look around and see if we can see that anywhere, right? Can we see that shape anywhere around the Mossy apartment? Because that may tell us something, right? Everyone look out for a traffic light kinda thing. Nothing here. Any items? Yeah, kitty on the fridge. Kitty alert. We've got the leaf insect. Oh, does it look like the peephole? Peephole just bigger? Okay, the peephole has not changed. Okay, this is some weird locking mechanisms. It's like anything in your desk? No. Still can't open this. Glowy shower. I mean, can we open this? I assume not. I assume, yeah, we're still missing the third lock. No here. Okay, maybe the other space. Okay, Crystal says maybe in the cinema apartment. Okay. Let's open the other dimension. In that case, because yeah, maybe it's linked differently. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. So we have this, and yeah, it says on air, and it has that light. But this door is open, and this is the door that corresponds to this door. And obviously, it doesn't even have a door here, right? Like, there's completely lack of a door. Can we restart this camera? We can't. Okay, so the cameras are not working anymore. What can we change here? Because yeah, there are no doors on this one. Okay, here whatever we do, it just switches to that same camera showing us the door. That's not a door, it's just a doorway. Okay, maybe now that we have this cinema room opened, does that work? Still closed. No, it's still closed. Yeah, I was thinking like, does it just open because we have the right dimension? But apparently not. Apparently that's not all of it. Like, can we do something? Yeah, I mean, we don't have too many other versions remaining, right? We could turn this screen thing on again. Although I'm not sure it would change that much. Yeah, it doesn't even... Yeah, the cameras don't even play anything anymore. Now that we've solved this. Still closed. Well, I think we can't go back to the original dimension, right? Like the very first, the real version of the apartment. That one doesn't have a code. So I'm trying to see if, yeah, there is anything here. Is there anything in this room that could help us? So there was the voice recorder, froggy, plant, fan, like some sketches. Nothing is interactive. Also, this table is actually like a giant wire spool. Very hipster of them to have that as a table. What does this game want from us? I'm looking at our battery slots as well, because the battery slots are showing like Tetris shapes for some reason. Right? What is the meaning of that? Because here we just go, yeah, we end up at the back of the cinema room and we can't leave because the screen is down. Now I'm thinking, can we enter like other shapes into the door code that, you know, haven't been shown to us yet, but maybe they will do something. Right, if we go over here, like, could this be a code? Okay, that's just a locked door. Can we do... Okay, the shape has to be touching. We can't have a shape that doesn't touch. Ooh, okay. So I tried a different Tetris shape and it's taken us to somewhere else. Oh, and this here it has those things above the doors. So we've had to discover a new dimension for this to work. Okay, so this is locked and the light is off. Okay, everything is locked, the lights are off. So we have to learn how to unlock doors in this dimension first. Like, there's doors drawn on the floor. What sort of dimension is this anyway? Like, are we inside a computer? Because there's like memory chips, things like that. Sometimes things in this game look interactive, but they're actually not. So we just gotta approach things and hope. Yeah, this is like a game console. Buttons, a D-pad. What we have? Strange poem. Sol, silt, lot, solut, tul, sits, zits, loy, slot, loti, lost zu, lit, solo, sois, ilot, os, jolly. Okay. Is this some sort of it's like it's using the same like sets of letters, right? And then it's shifting them in the words, because like loot and tool are just the same word but backwards. Then we have sits and zist. Lost, rearrange, toil, lost, zoo, lit, solo. I'm taking a picture of this again. I'm sure we will need it. Strip the zeros and ones. Then we get like SL, SLT. Transliterated Tetris pieces. Yeah, that's a spot for sure. But I mean, we have to find somewhere this was applied. Oh, hello. Okay, so it's a board with different shapes as well, and one of them is lit. Okay, more pictures. We're gonna need them. So where does this all connect to? Locked. Locked. Oh, but this one, the light is on, so it's unlocked. Okay. But that means now the door in the other dimension should be unlocked, but obviously we gotta explore. Okay, so there is tapes here that are glitching, and we get a code for them as well. So this is tapes in the back bedroom. So it's empty, empty, and then a Z shape. An S shape, I guess. Just kind of angular. Okay, more audio logs.
The prismatic consciousness polarizer, or a piconoscope, generates an electromagnetic field of waves that I've decided to call prismatics. They act on consciousness and perceptions. They call forth phasms, hallucinations impossible to distinguish from reality. And fortunately so, it lets you see things that are real, physical, things that you can touch, Things that, until now, were hidden to us. Cameras can't record it, and you can't see everything all at once. It's like white light passed through a prism. You see the colors one by one, or not at all. I haven't nailed down all the settings yet. I wonder if the influence between the polarizer and the brain are reciprocal.
Okay, well, he seems to have discovered a way to see the other dimensions. And then he's gone crazy and taken all the numbers out of the phones. So, you know, I'm not sure how much we can trust him, considering his state of mind. About the Wanerois. The Metamorphosis, the Wanerois, are the children of Hypnos. Among them is Phobetor, animalistic fear. Phantasus, the one who occupies inanimate objects in order to give them the illusion of life, and Morpheus, the one who gives them to dreams. The one who gives them form to dreams. Together, the Onerois can reshape the world, and the dreamlike cocoon that is woven during our sleep can become so believable that we forget the reality of waking. But we can fight against forgetting by training in lucid dreaming. To achieve this, you have to find your way through a torturous maze in which you must first become aware of your free will. By dint of experimentation, we can come to understand the plasticity of the world and its synesthetic logic. The human then walks among the Onerois, imagination as the only limit. Isn't that, after all, the history of evolution? Beware, however, if the Onerois realize that you have broken your chains, it's impossible to predict their reaction. Okay, we're mixing, like, ancient Greek mythology with lucid dreaming and all that kind of stuff to basically say, well, are we hallucinating right now? Are we dreaming? What is happening to us? What did you do to us, Fael? Okay, devices and post-its, so this is different than the other codes. So we get a circle with a dot, and it says HSHF. And then there's a device, but currently... Oh, okay. It shows something, like a little wave in the top quadrant. And then the second one, it has a crossed circle, LFLS. And I assume there's also going to be a wave on it. Okay, that one's at the bottom right quadrant. So it might be something like high S, high F gets us the top left, and low Fs and low S gives us the bottom right. More data needed, yes. We're dealing with some sort of flat, sharp waves. Okay, so F is the flat, and S is the sharp. So yeah, it's high, sharp, high, flat, and yes, and here it shows us like different, so high flat to low sharp, we will get like actual ascending and descending lines. Yeah, well, it's information, but we have to figure out where it's going, potentially into this device here. Oh, computer. Mail? From me to me. Are the circles the symbols on the locked door in the Mossy version? I think so. So yeah, maybe once we have all the unlocks to get our device into there, we will need to use that knowledge. Meaning behind stridulations. Due to the stridulation method used by Phasmids, the sound emission is always associated with a spectacular gesture or display. Some have attributed a defense purpose to those maneuvers, much like how the Caligo butterfly imitates the eyes of an owl by revealing its ocelli. Ocelli? Following observation in captivity, it is preferable to adopt the hypothesis that this is a Substitutional activity, a bout of nervous activity such as fear that can be usefully released by appropriate effectors, would then be diverted to the stridulation apparatus, which acts as an outlet. In any hypothesis, therefore, every cry of the phasmid is a cry of distress. What are you doing to the poor phasmids? From me to me, subject done. Looking for missing battery in another apartment for tetroscopes and antennae. Okay, well, we know we need batteries. Morpheus lexicon. He just writes himself emails like, have you not heard of, like, notes? Why do you need to write yourself emails? The shrill sound I recorded seemed almost too logical. Is this because of Morpheus' very nature, or a result of the way I've been translating his reactions to stimuli? Basic concepts related to survival such as day, HS, HF, okay, so that first one is day. Or night, so it's HF, HS. Okay, so we don't have that. But we know what that would look like because of the instructions we've already gotten. Basic concepts related to survival, such as day or night, are very similar. Low frequencies, L, are mainly related to the earth and sounds resembling sawtooth waves to activities. By using a secondary system like astronomical symbols, I could memorize them more easily. The sun for day, the full moon for night. Okay, so that's the symbols. He's just like, oh yes, I'm using this notation so I can remember it better. He was really deep into all of this. Like, we've been living with him in the apartment and we weren't like, dude, what are you up to with all of this? Why you have so many leaf insects and what are you doing to them? Okay, so this is where we can experiment with the waves, I presume. Okay, plug in our device. It's uploading some. Oh, we can upload the waves. I see. So we still have to get it unlocked somewhere. But then, in order to still open the door in the Mossy apartment, we will need to pre-program 3 waves that match the symbols on the door. And then we will be able to unlock it. Okay, it's all multi-step situation. Which means this door is now open, by the way, so we will be able to go back in the rainbow apartment version. But it means we need to go back to the Mossy apartment and record the symbols there. Okay, well, this is open, so let's go. Let's go in here and get our third thing done. Okay, big Tetris. So we can get something stacked here to try and reach this. So this would go down here. Or this can go here, okay. Or does it need to be like this shape? And then we can put the other one on top? Okay, let me try this. Oh, but then we also have to block here because we only can do from the sides, so we need to get the other black one to fall like this. Okay, but for the white one, we should be able to do this. But then we have to somehow make a block like here. So that the black one, yeah, it falls down. There we go. Okay, it wasn't too hard. It wasn't too bad. Okay. So that's all the cables here. We can take this battery out. Not needed anymore. And now we should have access to the kitchen. Take this battery out too. Which means here we can enter the coffee cup symbol. so that we can get something else from the kitchen. So that symbol is align this shape, and then we need a rotation. Okay, yes, this way. And now it's replaced by something else. Ah, another slot for our device. Okay, so we need to go back to the Mossy apartment, which is just a straight line. And we can go in the kitchen and upgrade our device finally, yes, because that's orange. So we will get the third unlock. Yay, 1.3. Finally. Okay. And now... no, before we do that... They're always the weird roommates. I knew a guy who lived catching black widows and keeping them just in this room. No! Ugh, no, I cannot. Like, fortunately for me, I don't need to have any roommates, but absolutely no spiders in my house, please. Okay, so yes, we have the three symbols here. Right, so we've got a black circle, which I assume is going to be night. Then we have the circle with the line, which is the LF-LS signal. And the circle with the dot, which is the HS-HF signal. So we just need to get them uploaded into our device in this order. And then we will be able to open this door. So back to the weird computer dimension we go. So that was... this shape. I should write that down as well. So many notes in this game, so yes, if you like taking notes, definitely something you can do. I mean, or pictures, I guess. I've been kind of going between pictures and notes. So yes, now if we return this device. This is glitching, but the other, there is no device. I think we can point at this. Well, we will have to check again in the rainbow dimension. Okay, so we want to program it. First one, we want the night, which is high flat and high sharp. Then the circle with the line, so that's a low flat, low sharp. And finally, the day, the sun, so that's a high sharp and a high flat, yes, so actually what I have already put in here before. Okay, and now upload it, get it on my game leaf station. We're hacking. We're hacking the apartment. We're gonna be opening all the doors. Hopefully that's correct. But yeah, I wanted to see whether there is something we can do in the rainbow apartment to get that cassette tape exchange into our dimension with something. Because in theory... Okay, no, we can't rotate this device. I know. I guess the ones with the shapes are not rotatable. And the one that rotates is only for opening doors. So we can't do that yet, but there might be another version where we can. Okay. Well, back to the Mossy apartment. And let's see if I entered those codes correctly. Oops. Just randomly got shot to the ceiling. Open! Okay, it did a sound. It's open! We did it! We made it. Okay. More of his anime mech posters on the walls. Messy bed, books, notebooks, messy floor with lots of notes. Need batteries. Where did I leave my second battery? Oh, keeping track of the batteries is gonna be a mess. Okay, get this battery out because I forgot it. This is where the slow walking is like, okay, but what about all my mistakes that I need to fix? And it's like the batteries are huge on the screen as well. You would think I would see that I don't have them, but apparently not. Okay, more Tetris. We're getting more and more pieces here. Okay, so we've got a bunch of white and a bunch of black, but we need to make them... Like, we need to build something so they stick, basically. Like, do we wanna go from here? Then we can stick a T-shape to here. And then this will work send from here, but obviously the question then is, we probably don't have enough white pieces. Yeah, we'll be one short on the white pieces, which means probably we have to optimize the black pieces better so that we can use one at the bottom to block the white ones out. So how can we... I mean, but that would imply we have to do the black pieces in using just 2 of them. Unless it's something else. Unless we somehow make one piece kind of stick down here and then stick the other one to it. Maybe that's it. So we're gonna get the white L like down through here, and then we're gonna stick the S piece to it. Okay, so let's do that again. And then see if we can get that working. Although now it's not gonna fall through because we can only send it this way. So I think we still have to arrange them differently. Maybe if this one goes first. And then... this way, because then we will be able to send this shape down. No, because it comes out like this. Yeah, no other orientations it will stick down. This one will. If I send it through here, it will at least have this. But then no, it has to be the L shape because it's not gonna stick out by one otherwise. So yeah, we have to get this black piece without having a piece stick out here. If we turn it like this, I know, because we can't like. So that would go here, and then we can do this maybe. If this goes here, and then we stick the other piece like this. And then we can send this down. There we go. And then this one will attach here. I did it! Okay. Yeah, it feels like, you know, you can just sort of try it a bit and eventually it comes together. Not sure, I'm sure other people can do a bit better with just imagining it. Okay, oh, a secret compartment has opened in his room, because apparently he's the kind of person that has a secret compartment in his room. Screens, other things, okay. Nothing we can pick up. What are you doing in here? I mean, secret experiments, right? Oh, and there's a secret elevator apparently as well in his cupboard. Sure, why not? Let's go to one. We're taking the metaphorical elevator, just so you know.
I messed up. I'm totally lost. The prismatic wave doesn't show a rainbow. It shows a kaleidoscope. A play of mirrors. It lets us see the world. Between worlds.
The worlds between worlds.
What a horrific revelation.
I think he's gone crazy. He's gone crazy and now he's dragging us into this situation.
I'm totally lost.
I'm like, the buttons are different colors. The one was yellow, and the 2 was red, and the 3 was green. Just in case that matters. But yes, now they've disappeared fully. Oh, cool. There is a forest in our apartment. And there is a leaf insect constellation in the sky. Nothing unusual. Nothing to be concerned about. Okay, I'm just checking the back in case there's anything hidden, but no. Hey, well, let's go on a little hike then. You know, nice time in the forest with nature. We can relax. Nothing bad's gonna happen to us. Nature is relaxing. You know, it's night, but it's fine. Yes, a much bigger room than the others. Like, honestly, how much rent do you pay? Because it must be quite expensive, this amount of square footage. Okay, well, there's a sign to the stars, and it has like a little X on the side of it, so might be important, but we can't go there, right? There is a little fence, and very much like, you know, blueprints. People were asking if this is blueprints. So just like in blueprints, we can't jump. We do not have knees, and we can't just hop over a tiny fence, and therefore we cannot go over there. Clouds look like UFOs. We're gonna get abducted. Okay, well, let's go on this path then, since fences are just too much for us. And we just have to take a little stroll all the way around those woods. I think we're going in a circle as well, so where is this taking us? Are things gonna change? Yes, even though we went in a circle, things have changed, because now we're back at the same sign, but now that there isn't a fence. Now we don't need to worry about jumping. We can just continue towards the stars with the leaf insect as our guide. Oh, telescope. There are actually some doors in here, so this place also has rooms. Okay, well, let's take a look. See, we have to plug in our game leaf. Appropriate, right? We're going out into nature and we're taking our game leaf. No, we need to collect 7 stars in order to use this telescope. Until then, we cannot see. Okay, let's take a look around then. Where are we collecting those stars? Okay, this just goes in a loop, so maybe let's don't go there. Let's go to the doors and see if the doors will take us anywhere. Okay, insert game leaf. 2.9? Okay, we're only at 1.3. So we're gonna need to get a bunch of upgrades into this thing. Okay, what about this one? What sort of upgrade do we need? Okay, here we just play Tetris. And now we have a new piece. We have a piece that's mixed color, and we have to get it into a very specific slot. So, gotta watch out for new requirements. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I think this square goes at the bottom here. Then this piece need to turn upside down, slot it here. Maybe. Then this one will stick if we drop it down here. Okay, so this will go here. Are we short one? I may have messed up. Yeah, this one, it would fit down here. Oh no, because it will stick. I would have to send it from here. And yes, then this would go here, but I'm short one. Okay, so I messed up around here because here one of my squares was not used. So we have to have full coverage, right? We have to be 100% efficient. And therefore, how can we achieve that with the pieces we have? Because, I mean, it feels like this has to be the square, because otherwise we won't get better coverage than putting this square here. But then, what is the situation here? Because this shape would be... It doesn't fit to be here, which still brings me to this line fits here. But then how do we fix the rest of it? Is there a better coverage for this? No, this will never... Like, those two pieces at the bottom, they will never be able to fill this square fully. We need to do a split. We need to have this piece split, and then the black has to catch here. That's how it has to work. So this needs to fall down here. And then... How will the split happen? If this goes down here like this, then it should drop. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then that goes on top. See, almost forgot about the splitting. Reminder. And okay, we can open this door. Okay, more nature. More nature, more doors. Okay, we're back into the building. We're back into, like, the corridor of the building. Can't break into our neighbors' apartments. Where can we go, then? Locked. Ah, okay, so we're back to our apartment again, but it's yet another version of it. Part 2. Prism. Okay, we've completed chapter 1. There's another peephole. We can see a wardrobe through the peephole. Okay. Why are we peeping? Why are we peeping in our own apartment? is the important question. But since we got to chapter 2, and since it's once again a new month, I don't know where the time is going. We've got new membership gifties. We can distribute around the chat and have some of you join the cat snacks. And I now, on top of the emojis and that sort of stuff, I've started doing early access to videos. So if you've been following the if you've been following the Incident Guy House series, that one is now getting early access, and various new things will also be coming to early access. So extra benefits for your Cat Snack memberships. And sometimes bonus Firefly pictures as well. Okay, okay, I was like, where are we in this apartment? But now we've entered from the side of the apartment, right? Because we're next to the showers rather than the normal entrance. Okay, so this is new. We have some things blinking on the side. Okay, so we can like... Oh, okay, so we can now open the different dimensions from the different apartment versions here. So I have opened it to the Mossy apartment, which might be what this people wanted me to do, right? Because it wanted me to show the wardrobe, right? Because if I was going to go to a different version... Okay, it doesn't want this version. Okay, so I guess I was right. I guess it wanted the Mossy apartment because it matches what the people was showing. Okay. I've learned something about how this may work. Ah, another game leaf station. Game station normal boot. Memory test. Optional puzzle. Continue. I don't know. Is it very hard? What do we have? Okay, we're gonna have splitty pieces. We have mixed pieces, but without a mixed piece requirement. So it's more of a we can use it in either space to get it there. Okay, well, we want a black piece to go into this corner. So are you this piece? And then, yeah, then the white will fall off and drop here. After that, we could use this. Oh yes, but then is how we do the detachment. If I turn you, how is the mixed piece going to work, right? If I turn you here, you'll drop. Okay, but the black piece won't fall off because the mixed pieces are holding it. So that doesn't work. I assume it's the same, gonna be the same for the white piece, right? So basically, this four-way piece is prevented from splitting up, which means we can only use it as some sort of hold, and it can only go out horizontally, right? The exits are not big enough for it to go out vertically, so we have to work with that somehow. Because yeah, it will stick out all the way there if we send it through here. And then if we send that piece like that, yeah, that will fall off and that will fall off, and we get coverage. Okay, and that tells us... That tells us, yes, it tells us the wave for, like midday, I think, like they never said, but it's the LF-LS wave. So it's interesting that we get it from the optional puzzle. I wonder why. That was interesting. It's interesting that this game both has like spatial, you know, you go around the apartment, you're trying to put things together puzzles, but then it also does this weird Tetris. Okay, mirrors that don't work. Can we shower? No. Okay. No shower for us. What can we do here? Okay, we can enter a code so we can replace the bathroom with something, but we want to know what to replace it with, right? What does the bathroom want to be? Cute insect pictures. Look at him. Look at him. He's got little rosy cheeks. He's shy. Oh, little shy insect. Cutie. Okay, so this here we can see Fael's room before it got destroyed by the tree. It's cuter than it should be. Not as cute as the Cthulhu baby, but you know, it's getting close. So Morpheus, yes, Morpheus is his original leaf insect, but somehow Morpheus got like copied across all the dimensions. Okay. Oh, okay, there will be more symbols. So we've got the night, the day night, somewhere in between the day, but then we've got cool dude, demon lady, and some sort of bunny lady. I don't know. And then lots of spaces. Okay, I think this also needs a picture. So that we can reference this later. Okay, so we can do our leaf station here. There is something to listen to. There is a glitchy leaf insect, and we get a code for it. So. It's line, square, then an L shape. There will definitely be more places where we get to unglitch those things. We just need some unglitching dimension guns. Oh, his PC is on. More emails. Super list. To me, outstanding inventions of tomorrow. The final deadline for our outstanding invention of tomorrow competition is today, October 31st. Name. Yes, those automatic emails where they didn't even bother to add your name. Get $10,000 cash grant to get your outstanding invention of tomorrow funded. Enter the outstanding invention of tomorrow competition for a chance to file a patent and produce a prototype. 5 outstanding invention of tomorrow winners are judging. Plus, get a mentorship from Outstanding Invention of Tomorrow winner. Get it now. Outstanding Invention of Tomorrow competition. The final deadline is today. Okay, a bit spammy. Send your plan via Chipmunk. Ambassador of Phasmidia. To me. Hello. Hello, excuse me for bothering you. This is a very serious message because I need your help. I am a foreign prince in prison in my country for politics reasons. This country, Phasmidia, won't let me leave unless I pay a deposit of number bills. But I am desperate need of help. I have so much money in an account in France, but I can't validate an international transfer from France to Phasmidia. Also, I need a trustworthy person to transfer the sum of number 1 bills that my banker will send back right away. If you agree, I will tell them to add number 2 of the sum for the service for Phasmidia. May the Grail Celestial Phasmid welcome you in this dazzling radiance. Prince of Phasmidia of the northern continent of the scheme. I can't believe that he discovered another dimension, and the first thing we learn about the people from the other dimension is that they also have the rich prince scammers. So, you know, in case you were thinking that we're gonna move to another dimension and it's gonna be better over there. Tough luck. Unemployment office. Do not reply. Unemployment office gov. Free removal warning due to absence from follow-up meeting. Sir or Madame. A letter postmarked September 14. Notified you of a meeting that was to take place on September 22nd. I think it was September 22nd when we got his voicemail. You were not present, nor did you inform us of your unavailability. We remind you that this appointment was mandatory in the absence of the presentation of a legitimate reason attested by written supporting documents. We will be obliged in accordance with articles this and that to something of the labor code to remove you from the list of job seekers, which will result in an interruption of your unemployment benefit, which you may currently receive. If you receive social welfare benefits, this decision will be forwarded to the President of the General Council, who might decide to discontinue this payment. Thank you for your cooperation, Unemployment Benefits Department. Okay, so he was basically like, I'm gonna do my great invention so I can get off the unemployment, but instead he got sucked into another dimension and missed his meeting. So now his benefits are gonna be cut. He gonna get sanctioned. Okay, well, here are his collectibles, I guess, before he sold a lot of them. And some weird machine. I mean, it looks... Oh, I guess this is like a picture developer from the Darkroom. Okay, well, let's see. What did he record here?
To understand. Understand. Such a big word. Are we exchanging anything other than sympathy or arguments? Convincing, yes, now that is communicating. Manipulating. I haven't found anything better. So, I built the Pterygote Pheromonizer. Yes, thanks to this machine, I can synthesize pheromones likely to influence the phasms. Very little, really. How can I pretend to translate something that I don't understand? I've only observed a change in rudimentary behaviors. I wonder if it's some form of response on their part. In any case, it's sometimes simpler to use food than this contraption. I mean, this invention.
Okay, so he was basically like, I don't like talking to people. Why don't I invent a pheromone machine and communicate with the leaf insects? This man seems a bit desperate. Waiting for stimulus code. Okay, so we need to bring the waves. Okay, so do we need to reprogram it to like night, midday, and day? Is that what we already had? Yes, we already had night, midday, and day. Or whatever we want to call it. Dawn, dusk. So if we put that through. Valid code. Morpheus lights a star. Get a positive response from the stars. Okay. And we collected 1 star. So this is first of our 7 stars. So 6 remaining. We have to figure out 6 other combinations to send to Morpheus. I can somewhat get that. Sometimes my cat is trying to tell me something, but I don't know what. I mean, yeah. I get it a lot. It's like, why are you meowing? You have food, you have water, you have your cushion you want to sleep on. What is going on? She likes to like stand on a corner where she knows you're gonna pass by and just like hit you a little bit. I was like, what do you want? How can I help you? Okay, this is back to his bedroom, but right now there is no longer a secret cupboard for us to get. Oh, we lost our batteries, but I have picked up one, so we have another one. So let's see. We can do something here. Oh, optional puzzle. Okay, I mean, as fun as that is, I want to kind of figure out what we're doing right now, rather than just optional puzzle all the way. Okay, so this looks much like the apartment should look like, I guess. This is our default version. Oh, we got pots and pans. Ooh, okay. Is this all the different shapes we can make? All the different Tetris shapes that we can summon different dimensions to? That's definitely getting a picture. Because this will be helpful for opening all the doors. I'm at your service, Your Majesty. Yes, that's really what they want, except they don't understand that that's what you're already saying. Bees! Bees in your cereal! Tasty, tasty bees. Ah, we've got a drawer with number 2. Ah, there is more puzzles. Okay, more optional puzzles. Okay, I will come back to you. I'm just trying to get my head around the actual... What is the real puzzle we're trying to do right now? Is this something? Is this pattern something? This is where we're looping down into this hole. Does this mean anything?
Hello? If anyone's hearing this message, I'm lost in my own apartment. Weird, huh? I wanted to establish a line of communication with Morpheus, my pet phasm. A little help would be more than welcome. I'm sorry. I didn't write it all down, but you should be able to find some of my plans in the office. My roommate is on his way. He's coming to find me. I hope he'll figure out how to use the pheromonizer. Gotta be patient. We'll see each other soon.
Okay, so this is the message we found previously, except in that version it was all broken up because we couldn't hear it. But this is the actual full version of it. So he's hoping basically that we will work it out and get him. We can call someone. Do we have any phone numbers? I don't think so. Hello? Emergency services? Can you help us? Do you have a multidimensional department? No. I guess they're in France, so it wouldn't be that number, but yes. How do I call the Federal Bureau of Control, please? Okay. Firefly is on her let's touch the microphone routine. What else we got? TV. Something's glitching again. The apples are glitching. Apples are glitching. Okay. Okay. So we get apples in living room. And it's interesting. It's the same shape as the tapes in that back room in the computer realm. But it's two empty spaces, so it might be something weird like we have to insert something in the empty space. Maybe there's a room code. Like, you know, we had this shelf in this room, right? And it started with the two vertical lines. So maybe we just have to know, like, this is the room code and the second part is the object code. Something in French on this poster. Okay. Stuff is coming out of the chair. Cute octopus mag. Some of the art is pretty cute here. Okay, and then we have a door, and we can go to any dimension we want. With that. So we can try some of the other codes that we've now gotten from this piece of paper to go to some new places. Because now we have all of the buttons. So do all of them work? Because only some of them are marked up. Okay, that takes us to the rainbow dimension, but this is a different rainbow dimension. This one has a different version of the things. Okay, but this is pointing at the apples. So can I enter two vertical lines as the room code, and then this shape rotated as the object code? Oh, it worked. It's okay. So it now turned into two cubes. So now we go back to the other room and check what that gives us. Okay, two big die with cables going through them. Sure. But I cannot pick them up or do anything. Okay. Would a different code work? Right? Because I was just like, okay, I assume it's the same start as the other code. But can we enter something else? Because we can't enter empty, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so if I do something else, it doesn't change at all. So I guess this was the right answer. Just, I'm not sure why I need those two cubes to be doing this. This is also my only battery right now, because somehow when we went through the forest, we lost our battery. So let's turn this off for now. This room... Okay, there's a lever, but it's closed. We can't pull it. And there are some weird things. Oh, we can connect them. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to create some sort of pattern here. But we're gonna have to learn what that is, I presume. Wow, this house is definitely full of puzzles. Full of strange, wacky puzzles. Okay. Doors are locked, but we need to enter. Oh, maybe this would be able to show the thing in his room. So in his room, the code was line, square, and then L shape here. Oh, but the doors are closed, so it's not pointing at anything. Okay, we gotta get those doors open. Number 3. Optional puzzle. I mean, if they're optional, then I don't assume they unlock anything, although yes, I'm like, I wanna do them, but I also am trying to understand where are we going? This thing turns as well. So we can attempt to go through other doors as well. If we can get them open. Okay, that's another thing that's glitching. But it's like, how do we know which version of the apartment this is? So that we can open the doors. Because like, in theory, everything here is open, which means this is not the version of the apartment that is linked to that rainbow dimension. Okay, because I can switch the dimensions of those rooms to something else. But how do we know which ones we want? Right, because we now have so many patterns. Like, there is a square dimension, but we have to know, for the rooms we have to know which one it is. Okay, well, maybe the answer to this is, let's play with this main door and see what the other dimensions it can take us to. Let's take our battery then, because I don't want it to be lost. And let's see some other shapes we can go to. Apparently this is a shape. Okay, that takes us back to computer dimension. I assume if it looks the same, it is exactly the same dimension, right? So that means we can reprogram the waves here for the insect cabinet. If we know what we want to reprogram them to. Okay, what else? What else we have? Same shape by down here. Does it take us to the same place? Yeah, okay, so if it's the same shape, it works, it goes to the same place. The location, it doesn't matter. So the T shape should take us to... Yeah, should take us to this first rainbow. Okay, I guess the rainbow dimension just changed since we were last there. Okay, so maybe I should note them better then. Because I was just calling them 1, 2, 3, but that's not helpful. So the I shape is the Mossy dimension. Then the Z shape, it's the computer. Then the T shape is the rainbow. Then we have the square shape. And that takes us to a new place. Okay, this looks like some sort of office. Okay, that means that there is like a limited number of dimensions we can visit. Okay, let's finish making notes about the different dimensions. So that was the O shape. Then we have the S shape. That takes us to some sort of library dimension that we can't even get into unless we've solved some sort of book puzzle. Flourishing flower, aeronaut adrift, elytra encased, leaf-like ledger. Yes, the Z and S are different. Because the Z goes to the computer and the S goes to here. I'm gonna call it library. But yes, it also tells us about the shapes here. I guess it tells us about that they are different. This is basically the board that says Z shape, S shape, different things. Okay, so then yes, we should have an L shape. We already been to L shape. L shape is cinema, but cinema is weird now. What's happening in the cinema? Something has rolled through there and done some distraction. All the chairs are like upturned. Things been ripped. So, ooh, okay. Hello? Is that you, Fael? He's looking at us. Okay, we can press things. Different feeds. Okay, puzzles everywhere. So yeah, something has happened to the cinema, and now there are weird screens and things have been broken. So we will have to explore it again. So that's the L shape, then the J shape. Okay, so it says we drew all of the shapes. And this is some sort of blueprint dimension. Empty walls. Okay, so altogether there are 7 dimensions that we can go to, right? Obviously there is like the forest that we can't just go to at will, but we know it exists. OMG, look at this. There is like a tiny door here in this baseboard, like a tiny mouse is going through different dimensions as well, so they need their own door. Okay, well, let's explore here for a bit since this is new. Okay, yes, another tiny apartment. Someone's doing their laundry. Hanging it out for everyone to see. More tiny, like a tiny little deck with chairs. Figurines with his robots. Okay, we can game live into here. Can we? No. Okay, it's not on. We can't use it. Doors with lights. Yeah, we need to power it up from somewhere. Yes, tiny shop. We've got pipes. We've got some sort of arcade machine. Gamely viewer. Launchpad. Hello. Who are you? Okay, we've launched something into the tube. It's gone into the tube. What's going on? It's now in this tube. Well, let's put our game live into here, see what happens. Okay, we need version 2.0 to use this. And we get like apartment pieces with lights. Wow, this game. Okay, it's definitely bigger than I expected. Right, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, escape room sized maybe, this game. Where you really do it for like a few hours and you're done, but it seems like it's way bigger than that. We're gonna have to get our head around all of those different dimensions and the version of the game leaf we need. Yeah, this is all 2.0, so we might be here way too early because we can't use. Yeah, we are in the back rooms, but you know, less terrifying back rooms, I would say. Everything so far seems non-threatening, I would say. Yeah, we can like see things in the rooms. Okay, optional puzzles. Yeah, there's tons of optional puzzles. But there's so much exploring to do of the non-optional things. Okay, more back rooms. I'm just looking around just in case any of them is not 2.0, but it looks like yes. We're just too early. Okay, I'm gonna write a note that we need to be version 2.0 to even start doing anything here, because we don't have access. Too early. Okay, let's go back exploring other dimensions then. Okay, so the office was also new. So let's check out the office and see if we have the right version to be snooping in there. Okay, can we get a coffee? Error. Okay, no coffee for us. Monday work, Tuesday work, Wednesday work, Thursday work, Friday work, Saturday work, Sunday work. Oh my god. The smiley face just getting bigger and bigger, tears streaming out its face. Because there is work on the weekend. 120%! Yes, all that productivity, yes. Them just melting. But we got music, so you know, productivity. A brand new game concept using audio-tel technology, the Visioptide Affair. Labyrinth offices, missing employees, become Inspector F and shed light on Visiotape's dark secret. Call 555-724-583 now. Okay, we can call someone. Service compatible with Rotary dial phones. Oh my god, like, I think I was playing the Granny Detective, and then I went to the Steam, like, message board, and someone was saying that, yeah, they couldn't do the phone puzzle because they didn't know how to use the phone. And I'm like, I understand that if you've been bored past certain year, you never would have needed to use a rotary phone. So the only reason I say, oh my god, is because I'm so old that I remember how to use a rotary phone. So I'm just like, well, I guess I'll turn into dust now, because yeah, we can't use those phones because Fael has removed all of the numbers. However, they're arranged in some way that this may be useful later. Yeah, I mean, I've used it, like, both my grandmas had rotary phones in their houses, so I've used them. And then at some point I remember that, yes, they got, like, basically the network got upgraded and they would no longer work, so everyone was forced to upgrade. This is making some sort of shape, right? It's just, what does it mean? And where can we use this? So many pictures. And yes, another blueprint with like a post-it of a door here. So this might be the different layouts for the different versions. What else do we have? Okay, more phones here. Those ones have door and number 4, number 68. Not number 67, because those ones only have question marks. Okay. Well, I guess if I'm taking pictures of phones, I'm taking pictures of phones. Yeah, not quite right for making tetronymous. But if we take because I'm like, if you take the receiver out, it doesn't stay like that, so it's not something like we can do a bunch of them. But I guess we could, like, interact with them in order or something. Don't believe in luck, believe in hard work. Such motivation. I assume this is optional puzzle. Yes, it is. That may be like bonus content at some point. Okay, more emails. Janine, overpayment reimbursement. Hello. Due to your numerous absences prior to the termination of your contract, your most recent payslips show an overpayment. I am sending you the corrected slips and the invoice corresponding to the reimbursement. Thanks for your understanding. Oh my god, this is like, you know, job nightmare happening in here. Admin, Janine, code C. Yeah, the code C code expired. Swap to 0 and Swap the 0 and the 1, it should work. Okay. Code C expired. Swap 0 and 1. I'm not sure what code C is, but when I find it, I will know what to do. From Fael. The Visioptide affair. Nice work with the exploration codes. Let me just give you a tip in case you get stuck. In every chapter, your goal is always to find the exit door. As for how to find it, I guess you'll just have to look for it, okay? It's not a clue for us, just find the exit. But that means Fael, he was like working on games, but then he quit working on games so that he could try communicating with his leaf insect. That was his dream. Taking a picture of a phone with a phone, yes. Phoneception. Okay, we have a glitching mouse. And we have a partial code. So, mouse in the toilet. We don't know what the room code for the toilet is. So we will have to figure that out at some point. Okay, hard work again, shredders. Just random music playing all over. More phones. Question mark, dead door. And they just have phones all over the place. Don't complain, just do it. Yeah, work. How dare you have issues? Can we just take this hammer and destroy the place? That may be faster to get out of here. Accounting! To me, subject. Reply, many reply to overpayments. Although I am an accountant and this expressly does not fall under my responsibility, I will endeavor to explain to you in a friendly manner how things work. I sense that from your perspective, we are the ones who owe you something, but in fact, it is precisely the opposite. If you would like a more detailed explanation, I invite you to contact Human Resources. Okay, so he was basically arguing. He was like, how dare you not pay me, or pay me too much and demand it back. Admin, if you had actually read my previous emails, as per my last email, you would know that you have to press the pound key only after you've entered the series of vault codes. But obviously you can't read, and I'm not going to be the one to teach you. Ask Janine to train you. Okay, so pound key after series of vault codes. We're getting yelled at in emails. Still, it's weird that this company has the same name as ours. How did you find out about this telephone game again? It wasn't easy, but I finally figured out how the exploration codes work. You can't move diagonally. Okay. Well, we're getting bits of info about some sort of game. Coffee machines. Work hard in silence. Let your success do the noise. No talking to your co-workers. May cause issues. Okay. Optional puzzle. Many optional puzzles. Okay, this is locked. Some secrets in there. More phones. Okay, those ones have skulls and doors on them. I wonder if it's related to that other thing we saw. That was like question mark, skull door. But it wasn't like a matching layout, right? Because here it's like question mark, skull door. Does it mean anything? Not sure. What else do we have? I guess someone's ID. Something else is glitching. I can hear it through the wall, but I guess it's in the other room. Okay, more emails. Janine. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Could you come return your badge, please? If not, I'll have to deduct it from your expense allowance. Thanks in advance. The Visioptide affair. I found the door to chapter 1, but the one to chapter 2 is locked. My guess is you need to get some keys on items of some kind. Also, did you know you can re-listen to some messages by pressing the star key? Okay, we're learning how to play this game. We're gonna order on the phone. Which I guess we're gonna do now because we've checked out all the rooms. So if we go back to the other dimension and use the phone, we can call 555. 7 2 4 5. I guess in this one you just click on the phone, so you don't have to actually do the rotary action.
I welcome you to the Deciphering affair. We are connecting your call.
Okay, there's a phone ringing somewhere else, so we have to pick it up. Based on the sound. Okay, this one's calling.
Deciphering affair. Chapter 1.
It was Friday night, and I decided to pay a little surprise visit to the Visioptide premises. The file was damning. Employees worked around the clock, slept under their desks. Some had to work more than 100 hours a week. I was going to try to see this for myself before the arrival of the labor inspector, before HR had the time to clean up. But maybe I should have left them to it.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, I have to enter an exploration code, which, you know, it was something that they talked about in the emails, but it's like, how do we know what the codes are? Like, we have, like, here there's, like, 4 and 68. So maybe that's a thing. Like, can I enter 4? Okay, okay, and now this phone is ringing. Okay, but then we get disconnected. Interesting. So we get to start this game, and then we have to somehow direct the calls to the right telephones. But how do we know? Because, like, do we want to direct them to the door phone? Right? Because this one has a door on it. So we gotta figure it out. Because, like, how does it go 4 here and then 68 here? And then if we mess it up, we have to start all over again. Interesting. Oh, yeah, okay. So maybe if 4 was this, because then this would be 6 and 8, because it's between 6 and 8. So is this 4 and 4? Okay, we gotta call again. We gotta start from the start. So 555. I wish there was, like, you know, saved numbers. But I guess we have to suffer if we do it incorrectly. Yeah, I think it's 4-4 to go 2 times to the left.
I welcome you to the
door.
Visioptide affair. We are connecting your call.
Yeah, we need a redial button.
Visioptide affair. Chapter 1.
It was Friday night, and I decided to pay a little surprise visit to the Visioptide premises. The file was damning. Employees worked around the clock, slept under their desks. Some had to work more than 100 hours a week. I was going to try to see this for myself before the arrival of the labor inspector, before HR had the time to clean up. But maybe I should have left them to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit slow.
Now enter an exploration code.
Especially if you make
mistakes. Press the star key
mistakes.
to listen to this message again.
Okay, so I think it's 4-4. And now this phone's ringing.
I picked the front door lock without any problem. I expected to have to bypass security systems like alarms or cameras, but everything was disconnected. Oddity number 1. It was really the sort of place where they control the comings and goings. Oddity number 2, it was pitch black.
Congratulations. To continue your investigation, call 555103405 from a compatible device.
Okay, so we gotta call the next number. Because I assume that it's gonna call the next wall of phones and we will have to figure out what to do there. But that means we get like checkpoints basically, right? We don't have to do it from the start every time. Yeah, we're probably gonna go to the other room. Can we like use numbers? No, we have to actually click and wait for the phone to animate. Uh, 103. 405.
I welcome you to the Deciphering affair. We are connecting your call.
Okay. Now let's find the ringing phone. It's somewhere here. Just following the sounds. Okay, so here we've got... The door is over there. So we're gonna have to find a way, but it's gonna be like... up and... across. Okay, let's listen.
Deciphering affair. Chapter 2.
I lit my path with the flashlight on my phone and groped my way through the offices, afraid of crushing my nose against a glass door. It's not that the electricity was out. Some computers were still on. No, someone had broken all the light bulbs, almost as if they couldn't find another way to get some darkness.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Yeah, I'm thinking we may have to go around the skulls. So that, you know, we don't die. So, if we need to walk around the skulls, then we can go Oh no, because I think in the email it said you're not allowed to go diagonally. Right? So I'm looking at the picture of the phone. So if to go down to avoid the skulls, it would be 8. Then 6, 6, 2, 2, 6 will be the door. There we go.
A locked door. It had to happen. No master key this time. It was a magnetic lock. I had to find the matching badge.
You have to find what? Okay, so the door was locked, and he had to find... Yeah, and to find a matching, and then I didn't catch the last word. Oh, the badge. I was like, what did he say? And then I couldn't re-listen. I thought he said patch, and I was like, what do you mean? Okay, well, we know the badge is here. Like, the badge is on a desk here. But what does that mean? Maybe it's in the question mark then? So we have to go through the question mark and then go to the door? Okay. Well, I have to call the number again. Yeah, so I'm sorry, but we have to go and dial again. 555. It needs some sort of sequences shortened thing. We're learning.
I welcome you to the Deciphering affair. We are connecting your call.
Okay, they're connecting our call. So we can go over there. La la la. Yes, I'm coming.
Deciphering affair. Chapter 2.
I lit my path with the flashlight on my phone and groped my way through the offices, afraid of crushing my nose against a glass door. It's not that the electricity was out.
Inappropriate behavior.
Some computers were still on. No, someone had broken all the light bulbs, almost as if they couldn't find another way to get some darkness.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or
So-
press the star key to listen to this message again.
So I think it's gonna be 8, 6, 6, 6, then 4 to go back 1, then 2, 2 to go up, and then 6. Okay, so 8, 6, 6, 6. That should collect the badge, assuming it's the question mark. And 4, 2, 2, 6, pound. Okay, it's ringing again.
A locked door. It had to happen. No master key this time.
Okay, we may
It was
have
a magnetic
to-
lock. I had to find the matching badge.
Okay, we may have to call it add the badge. Then, instead of calling, like going through the badge and then calling this phone. Okay. Yes, I was thinking like we have to collect it on the way, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, we're just playing a little phone game, Crystal.
I welcome you to the Visioptide affair. We are connecting your call.
Okay. Well, hopefully this version will work and we now know what to do, so we don't have to constantly be doing this. Okay, so
Visioptide affair. Chapter 2.
I
now
lit my
just call the
path with a
badge phone.
flashlight on my phone and groped my way through the offices, afraid of crushing my nose against a glass door. It's not that the electricity was out. Some computers were still on. No, someone had broken all the light bulbs, almost as if they couldn't find another way to get some darkness.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code.
Okay, so we go
Or press
8,
the star key to listen to this
6,
message again.
6, 6, pound. Okay, jingling of keys. Hopefully that means we got it.
By going through the drawers of a desk in Human Resources, I got my hands on a badge. All that was left to do was to test it on a door.
Okay, and then what? Do I have to call again? Right, because he gets the keys here, but it doesn't let me enter any numbers.
Your turn. Now enter
Okay,
an
I
exploration
can return to the
code.
red
Or
phone.
press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, so then am I going from this phone or the other phone? Let's assume we're going from this phone. So then it's 8, 6, 6, 2, 2, 6.
The door emitted an improving chirp
Okay,
and unlocked.
we're doing it.
It opened into more offices, even messier than the previous ones. Bottles, empty packaging, vandalized vending machines. It looked like the work of a squatter. It wasn't even overwork anymore. It was a sequester. I also encountered some strange devices, makeshift antennas of some sort. That's when I saw it. The molting.
The molting.
Congratulations. To continue your investigation, call 555-666-999 from a compatible device.
Okay, we're gonna call the molting. The molting. It is happening. Okay. Is this The Last of Us now? Yes, I got spooked. Absolutely spooked. No one warned me about the horrors of the office. Shelly? Not quite Shelly. Okay, so we were calling 555-666-999. That may have been one too many 6. I may have lost count.
I welcome you
Oh,
to the
okay.
Visioptide
That was
affair. We are connecting your call.
Okay, where's the next array of phones we're calling. Okay, it's this one. So here we don't have the post-its. We just have this on the thing.
The Seoptide Affair. Chapter 3.
It was an exoskeleton. The molting of an insect, but the size of a human. How is that possible? I took a photo before doing anything else to make sure it was real. But it didn't show up on the screen. I was sober, though. Something in the area was altering my perceptions. The antennas? I wanted to retrace my steps, but was no longer able to find the door behind me, as if the walls had moved. My only solution? Move forward. Yes, but where was forward? Hopefully I wouldn't come face to face with what that cocoon had once contained.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, can I... because I didn't take a picture of the side thing. Can I put this phone down and then pick it back up, right? Because it says the door is to... the door is to the right, then question marks bottom and left, and up is death.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code.
So if I go
or press the star
towards the
key
door...
to listen to this. Your turn.
Okay,
now
no,
enter
it doesn't
an
work because
exploration
there isn't
code.
a phone.
Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, well, let's try going down. Right, we can explore a little bit. Yeah, very lengthy text-based adventure. Okay, nothing here.
Your turn.
Okay, we can just
now
restart
enter an
from
exploration
here.
Code.
So we don't need to
press
call
the star
again.
key to listen to this message again.
Okay, let's see over there. So we can just literally call every phone and see. Okay, nothing here. I guess we're just exploring.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
So 48 is gonna be the one diagonally. Nothing there. Like, what am I supposed to take from this, right? Up is death. I mean, they may not be positioned. Ugh, more cocoons just appearing all over the place. So, more people have been molting all over this office. Okay, well, let's see.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
What does this call actually do? I mean, we don't know, but we assume it means death, right?
I found a barricade constructed of a pile of furniture chained together with a padlock. To keep someone from going in or coming out. At any rate, it was my only exit. The other doors had disappeared.
Okay. It was your only exit, then what? Okay, so let me just take notes about it. So it's a 5x3 grid. So the red phone is in the corner, then the ones nearby didn't do anything. Then at the bottom, it was a barricade. So can we go next to the barricade?
Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
So go down twice, then to the left. Okay, nothing here. Should we just continue going around? Like all the way to the edge?
Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, so now we should be out all the way at the bottom to the left. Okay, but there's nothing here. Like, the barricade did something, but like it told us things, but then we weren't going anywhere else. So what's the next
Your turn.
spot?
Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, we've got some keys. We've got some keys.
In a cupboard, I found a large hammer.
Or a hammer.
The kind that should be able to solve a lot of problems for idiots like myself who break in without any weapons or tools. I took it with me.
Okay. I mean, so that kind of corresponds to the fact that there is a hammer here. But that means we can now go back to the barricade and maybe
Your turn. Now
smash
enter
it
an
up.
exploration code. Or press the star...
The barricade that blocked the only exit was barred with a large chain and a padlock. I tried a few well-placed blows with the hammer, but the noise terrified me, and I stopped immediately. The padlock was hardly damaged.
Okay, so the hammer didn't work. But we can just keep exploring. We just have to keep exploring and see what we find,
Your
I guess.
turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, let's see what we find over here. And yes, it is literally a text adventure. Go
Your turn.
west.
Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Except we're getting no descriptions of, like, what are the rooms alongside our path. Yeah, let's hope we
Your
do not
turn.
find death.
Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
The Minotaur is waiting for us in the maze. Somewhere. And that will be the death. Okay, nothing on this row at all.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code.
Okay, let's
or
go.
press the star key to listen to this message again.
Like, I wonder if it matters what path we take, but let's go above the key. Ghostly voice? Okay, we might die. Okay, no, nothing happened. But there was a ghostly voice.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Other slot next to the key. I guess it's empty because there was no reaction. Yes. Okay, well, let's go past the ghost.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this.
See what's over there. Okay, another ghostly voice. I guess this maybe tells us there is, like, some deaths. Oh no, I accidentally went to the same ghostly thing. So maybe it tells us, like, yeah, there's one ghost, 2 items, and 1 door to
Your
find.
turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Did I mark up the ghost wrong? No, I'm going 3 times. Am I putting this number
Your turn.
wrong?
Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message.
Oh, I guess the coast is killing us, so I have to avoid this. I can't go through this phone because it's blocking us. Every time we go past it, we die.
Your turn. Now
Okay.
enter an exploration code.
So we have to
or
go
press
down
the star key
twice.
to listen to this message again.
Then 3 times to the left and 1 up to get to that place. Okay, so there's nothing here, so we just literally have one square left.
Your
And then
turn.
we've explored
now
everything.
enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, another jingly of case, okay.
On a workbench covered with electronic gadgets, I found a cryogenic liquid nitrogen sprayer, still half full.
Very
The
specific.
kind that could be used in surgery or in experiments. What it produced was very dangerous, which is precisely why I took it with me. One can never be too careful.
Okay, and now we go to the barricade.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration
Note 0.
code. Or press the...
Finally, we're getting through.
The barricade that blocked the only exit was chained and padlocked. I sprayed the lock with a good dose of liquid nitrogen, and it gave way with the blow of a hammer. I pushed through the barricade as carefully as possible, chair by chair, and entered the door to the next room. Something had just slipped out of my sight. A shadow, quick, curled up, had just climbed the white wall and disappeared into a corner of the ceiling bathed in darkness.
Congratulations. To continue your investigation, call 555-182-505 from a compatible device.
Okay, expect spooky shadows in the corners or at the ceiling, so don't get spooked. I mean, I have to say, like, in general, this seems like a fun little game to do this, except like the interface of having to go through the phones is a bit slow, and like having to call the numbers, so you know, potentially the user experience of it could have been slightly improved. I'm just looking for the spooky shadows in the corners. Okay, nothing here. And let's call the next number. So it's 555. The, you know, famous fake number. Then 182 505. Tedious like an office job. That is true.
Reconnecting your call.
That is absolutely true. Okay, were we going to the crazy phones? Was this like this before? Did I just not look through the ceiling?
The Seoptide Affair, Chapter 4.
The room was vast, plunged into a darkness the phone struggled to dissipate. The ground, the furniture, and the walls were covered with tiny scratches. I recognized the cables on the linoleum that snaked to different rooms. More antennas. Were they part of a deliberate imprisonment device? Or was this some kind of experiment gone wrong?
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, so what do we have here? We have a couple questions, or like we have 3 question marks. So let's go and visit them. I do have a picture of this, so I should be able to just reference that. Okay, so let's go to the first one.
Now enter an exploration code.
So
or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Then up. Okay, we found something. Gamers never look up, it's true.
I discovered a shredder in which there was a single sheet. It wasn't difficult to put back together. It mentioned the vault's Code C.
Code C.
However, the code had passed its expiration date. It was specified that it would be changed via the online administrator service. I didn't know how I could find the current Code C.
Okay, well, we know that if we do see Code C, we just need to swap zeros and ones, but he didn't read it. He didn't read the old code.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code.
Okay,
or press
1,
the
2,
star
3,
key
4,
to
5,
listen
6.
to this message again.
Okay, some other item.
The photocopier room. Sturdy machine smelling of plastic, with a design reminiscent of the 90s. The small lights flashed. One of them, still hot, had recently spit out a page. Comic Sans MS, font size 12. Code A.
Comic Sans.
Someone must have wanted to lend me a hand, but I didn't know the code in question.
Okay, well... Okay, we need those codes. You need to read them out to us or something.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, so that's the last question mark.
While searching the computers, still turned on, I found an interesting email. It read, "It's code B, and no, it's not me who chose it. While I'm at it, stop writing codes down on paper. It's super dangerous." No trace of similar messages. These small holes in security make way for major heists, but unfortunately, the individuals seem to have thrown away their papers, unless someone did it for them.
Okay, so it tells us about the code C, code A, code B. But then it's like, how do we get those codes? Because, yeah, we got, like, previous clues about it, right? We got clues, the code C expired, swap zeros and ones. Pound key after the vault codes. After the series of vault codes. But it's like, he doesn't say what the codes are and where they are. He said someone threw them out. Is there, like, a bin we can explore? Oh, there is more. Ah, okay, so it saves for us the numbers to the different adventures as well, in case we weren't taking notes. Okay, well, that's helpful, but yes. Is there a bin somewhere where they have saved the codes? Just cigarettes. This is just optional puzzles. I mean, there are bins, but I don't see anything. Ah, okay. There is stuff coming out the shredder. 0921. So that's code C. Because he said that was in the shredder. But, so it's 0921, but they said swap the ones and the zeros, which means it's 1920. Okay, so there was a shredder, a photocopier, and an email. Yeah, the shredder just spitting things out. There we go. There's the photocopier here. So that's code A from the photocopier. 6151. And then something about an email. I mean, we know a few computers with emails, so... Yeah, chapters. Oh, here, code B. It's 2172. Did I not write that down before? I guess I didn't. Okay, so now I think we're gonna go to the phone, enter all of those codes, and then pound key. Because it said after the series of codes.
Your turn. Now enter an exploration code. Or press the star key to listen to this message again.
Okay, are we supposed to just enter them ABC? So 6151 2172 and 1920. Okay, we're getting footsteps. Okay, but that's just because it ended up in this phone and not that it actually worked. Is there somewhere else we enter that code? Because obviously that thing is for walking around, not for entering codes. Because I assume this is the vault, right? This is the vault that we need to open. Because yeah, we explored all the phones here. Or at least all the phones with the post-its. Like, I'm not assuming right now that there are hidden things in the other phones. Actually, does this correspond to the layout somehow? Because if this is the bathroom, right? This is the bathroom with the shredder, because that's where we got code A. This is the room with the photocopier, because that's where we got... Oh no, this is where we got code C. Yes, this is the room with the photocopier when we got code A. And this is the room with the emails where we got code B, which means this is the vault. This phone here is the vault. And therefore, to get to the vault,
your turn.
We
now
have to
enter
go
an exploration code.
6,
or
6,
press the star
6,
key to listen
6,
to this message again.
6, then 2, 2, 4.
A vault. European Standard EN 1143-1. Triple code lock. A, B, and C. Such a company could only have one thing to protect. Secrets.
Always
Incidentally,
secrets.
I could perhaps take shelter there from the molting creature. The device oddly reminded me of a telephone keypad.
Enter the vault code.
Okay, yes. Enter the vault code. So now we do them in order. So 6, 1, 151. Then 2172 and 1920.
Code accepted.
There we go.
I saw I'd received a missed call from a strange number. For one reason or another, I entered it into the keypad. To my surprise, the armored door opened silently. The vault was set up like a cell. The unsanitary, dilapidated furniture clashed with the coldness of the pale walls. A movement caught my eye.
Movement caught your eye.
A nest of successive moltings was piling up. Beside it, a cocoon wriggled with difficulty, as if the creature inside was trying to escape. It moaned with a human voice.
Okay.
I felt the blood drain from my face. Without a second thought, I rushed outside and closed the door. Back in the main room, I remembered I was trapped in a labyrinth. I felt a gaze on the back of my neck. It was on the ceiling.
Well done. You solved the Vesioptide affair. The vault door is open.
The vault door is open. But, yeah, what if the creature... What if the creature is waiting for me there? So I'm not sure we want to be going in there. We want to be devoured. Okay, we've got a glitching book. Okay, I'm just gonna lock myself in here. We've got a glitchy book. That's for sure. Okay, so it has this shape. Let's see. This is normally the shower. Okay, yes. Z shape, but we need to find the room code for the shower as well in order to know how to enter this. Okay, so they make disturbing noises, those glitchy items as well. Okay, but there is an actual game live upgrade in here. Okay, we're going to 1.4 alpha. We've downloaded a floor plan apparently. Okay. What does that mean? Ah, okay. So we have now transported back to the apartment from before. We're no longer in the office because we've sold the office. Cool. Well, that was fun. It just needed to be a bit more snappy in terms of controls, right? Because when you're trying to learn the rules, like trying to run back and forth, was a bit slowish. Can we open this cupboard? No. It just looks a bit weird. Okay, so now that we have 1.4, where can we go? Right, because we can explore another dimensions. There were some other ones. Can't go to the blueprint because it's 2.0, but maybe we can see what's up at the... what's going up with the cinema place now that it's broken. Okay. Imagine if they were all rotary phones. Yes, I may have lost my mind with that. That would have been too much. Okay, so yeah, here we have 4 TVs with AB 1, 2, and 4, right? And that changes the orientation of the picture. Like at least the AB. And then the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, it changes the directions. Like flips it around. Okay, but we need to understand what do we want to do here. Because I'm not sure the 1, 2, 3, 4 are doing anything right now, but it's just because we don't know what we're doing. Cool. Let's explore. Can't go here, but we can go through here and then it loops around. Okay. The toilet is still the dark room, but someone's just gone and tipped everything over. This room, okay, this room has a camera and we can, oh, we can turn it around. Okay, there is pause play, but it doesn't currently play anything. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out what we're trying to do with the cameras then. I assume this is still the homework. Okay, we can't read the homework now about the insects. Someone like destroyed this locker completely. Like, who's been breaking the place? Someone really hates it here. Oh no, not the Obra Dinn picture. Why you hate Obra Dinn? Okay, so the dice camera is still here. Someone has tipped over all the furniture. Okay, and we can't go to the looping corridor right now. So we can't loop around to the cinema room quite yet. Okay, this is still here with all the cables. And we can't use the upgrade yet because I guess we have to do something with the cameras and then this will unlock. I was like, what is this picture? But it just looks like spooky forest. Okay, another room that's been trashed. Okay, and a mirror that doesn't work. Okay, well, if I turn the cameras around, does that change anything about the initial room? Right, because it feels like we're trying to do some sort of setup here. Okay, this one is now... Okay, it's maybe just showing, like, someone falling and then crashing into the screen. Yes, then they, like, crash on top of each other. This one is him walking backwards through a door. It's like the on-off button doesn't do anything. I'm curious. Ah, but this might just be optional. Yes, this is just an optional puzzle. Any notes we can get? I mean, it still has the picture about the peephole, but I don't assume the peephole's got anything for us, right? Because that was a different place. And then one of the cameras isn't here, so we can't even access it. The optionals, I mean, as far as we've seen so far, they're just for fun, right? There wasn't... Actually, I lie. Potentially, because what we got from doing the one optional we did, it gave us one of the Tetris shapes for the codes, so it might tell us what the room code is for this room, for doing like the glitchy objects. So it might, like, the glitchy objects might also be like optional things, right? So I'm gonna assume that if it says it's an optional puzzle, it's not related to the main content that we're trying to solve, but obviously, yes, there is some sort of optional content. There is some sort of optional content you can access through them. I'm just like, I'm not sure, you know, how much are we interested in doing the optional Tetris puzzles rather than solving what we're currently trying to, like, just getting progress, right? Because I assume we may be able to return to the optional puzzles later, or maybe I can, you know, I can do them off stream and just montage them for people. So it's a bit more condensed, if that makes sense. Seems like a hint mechanic, maybe. Maybe, I mean, hints that you have to work for, but sure. Do we just point all the cameras, like, towards the area? So they're all, because the one in the cinema room that we can't get to, right? It's pointing at us here. So maybe all the cameras point in the same direction, like, or not the same direction, but they all point towards the area or something. I mean, that would be pointing towards the area. Like, is there a way for us to put something on those cameras? And they only go full 90 degrees, so we can't, like, have them precisely aim at something. If I press like different numbers, will it start sending them to the different cameras? Right? Will pictures start appearing? Because, like, you know, the fact that the cameras are just showing static is a bit of a, like, why is that, right? Like, are we trying to send something here? Like, there are cables also to this. Where are they leading? Because they're going into, or like behind the cupboard, into the cupboard. Right, what's the meaning of this? Because yeah, they go in there, but then I can't see where they go, and I can't open this. Press play now. I shall. Oh, okay. Okay, now it's sending. Now it's sending. So we can tell which camera is which based on which picture was sent. Okay, so this one got the picture of him. Yeah, I was assuming that it would just send it, but no, we have to keep pressing play for every time we want it to play. Okay, so this is getting a picture of him walking backwards. And that is currently being sent to camera 2. Okay, I'm gonna need like a whole plan for this as well. So we have the entrance, the cinema room, this room, the bathroom, the back room, side room, and this bedroom. Terrible. Okay, so we know that this room is 2. Then this room at the back, he's getting the falling picture. Yeah, like match it with a door or something so that we can add a door to go through. And this one is getting the running picture. Okay, let's see then. So the running picture is currently setting to 4. And the falling picture is being sent to 3, which means the cinema room that we can't go to is set, that's camera 1. So it's currently getting this picture here. Okay. Yes, can we match this one with a door, right? Can we project a door somewhere with this camera? Or like with this video? Yes, would it be here? Or would it be here? Okay, well let's try sending it to 3 and see if that works. Okay. Let's see. Send it to 3. Because yeah, that's the door that's locked, so this may actually work. And then play it. And will he open the door for us? Okay, we can't back out right now. So we're stuck watching him. But yes, he opens the door! Yay! Okay, and now we can reach the cinema room. Game leaf. Okay, this is non-optional. So we can see what's going on here. Okay, we need to... Yeah, there's even a sound and everything. We need to get them pieces stuck to the ceiling. So this has a sticky black piece, which means it will get this piece stuck. Then, okay, but then we can't glue the white piece like that. So we need some other arrangement. We could go this. Yes, because then we can stick it on the sides. So then this one will stick here. And this one will stick here. There we go. Okay, we didn't get anything for it. It didn't say it was optional, but it also didn't particularly do anything. Okay. Yes, those are the same cabinets as before. Okay, and now we're in this camera. There is something connecting to this clock for whatever reason. More of the moldy popcorn. More weird drawings. Okay, so are we trying to project something on here? Okay, that's just the pictures of him like looking, turning around. There's a lever, so we will be able to get out. There we go. Okay, that lets us loop around the whole thing. Okay, so what's other thing that we could project somewhere that would do something? Yes, the folding one could like crash into something. Like break something, break through something. But would that be in the cinema room or in another room, right? Because it's like which one of those rooms would be best for crashing into something? Because this one has a mirror here, so something could interact with the mirror, maybe, but we would have to flip it. So if we make him crash into this mirror, will that do something? So that camera is camera 4. So send him to 4. But also flip it this way, because yeah, then he crashes into this corner on this side. Let's see if that works. We're falling. Yep, he's landing on the mirror. There we go. And that's crashing in and reveals another bit. Okay. So we've got to just send the cube down here, but that means we got to do some blocking along the way. So this piece is sticky, so we gotta be careful with it. Because things would stick. It's like if we send it here, it will just stick like this. But then we can use the white piece that will stick, but not the cube then will not stick to it if we send it from here. There we go. We're done. Joran very excited about the Tetris puzzles. Okay, so that's number 2. That means we just have to work out the other 2 cameras, right? What works with this? Okay, there is 2 screens here on the side, right? So this is probably the ones with him like appearing multiple times. And so he has to appear in the 2 squares, maybe? Okay, let's see. Because yeah, I think it's maybe this one. So he has to like, the 2 versions of him have to overlap on the 2 squares. So that's camera 2 over there. Let me go take a look. Whether this is even remotely what I think this is. Okay, kinda, but not, right? Because I wanted his head to appear in the squares, so potentially if I again flip it horizontally, that will do it. So this way, he may actually go onto those squares or rectangles. They're rectangles. Why am I saying squares? Okay. Yeah, perfect. You know it's working because there's sounds. There we go, and yeah, it opens the locker, and we get another game leaf. Okay, so we got a sticky white here. So we can potentially use that to, like, send this stick. Then, okay, it would stick like this. So if we send this here... okay, not like this, because this... Now we can't send this other piece all the way. Rotate it. Send it like this. Stick... No, because it needs to... This one needs to slide down. How will it be suspended? Because it from here it's too far. We can do this. Oh, that's not the correct piece. I wanted this piece. I had a thought in my mind and then it escaped me, because, like, yes, this piece, we will need to suspend it like this from something, so it can reach down here. It will need to glue itself with this top mixed piece. But in order to do that, it needs to reach here, so we need to get this piece blocking from here. And then turn this upside down. No, it will stick. It will stick like this. We need it to drop by 1. Or drop by 2. If we do it sideways... It's not quite computing right now. No, because if I send it now, it's all gonna fall. I know, because this one won't split. It won't split because they're attached to that mixed piece. I think this is correct. I think sticking this long piece here to be hanging from the ceiling, that's the correct thing. But then, how do I attach this piece to it so that it helps this piece slide down by 1 and hang down here? Let me test something. If I send this here and then send it like this, what's gonna happen? Okay, no, it's just gonna slide to this, like actually to the floor. So it means I can make this piece stick out like this as well. do that with the black, but one lower down. Now I don't have any context of what that refers to. Because we can send the black down here. It can hang like all the way down here. But then the problem is when we're sending this piece out, right, we're limited to sending it down here. Oh, maybe, no, too high. Because if we send it like this, it will stick and it's too high up. One gap under the vertical, so like this. Oh, because then we will slide. Yes, okay. I see. I see what's happening here. Okay. So that means we have to do the cinema camera with this running picture. So we have to send this to 1. Oh, it has to fall. I know. I was like, what is this weird thing coming out of the clock? We have to make the circle guy follow the thing from the clock. Okay. I see now. It wasn't just randomly on a wall, that thing. It actually has a meaning. Okay, so currently he's doing the opposite thing. So we want to flip him horizontally again and do it like this. Okay, so this should now be hopefully correct. Yes, there we go. He takes the clock with him! Ah, and there is another Tetris puzzle at the back of him. Okay, one more. Okay, so now we've got a sticky white here, and we have to build something all the way out. But now I think the mix block is gonna be in the middle. So first of all, we're gonna have sticky white. Then we're gonna have mixed sticky. And then we're gonna have this one come out here. Okay, that was so much easier. Some of them are like, yeah, I know what's going on immediately. And some of them are like, what? What do you mean? Okay. So does that mean we've completed it? Because we've done all of the 4 things? Like, is there more to do in this version? Because we've done each puzzle, right? We've opened each locked door, and in each locked door there was a game leaf puzzle we had to do. And then what? No reward? No anything else? Like, there isn't a big red button in here that we can press again? Okay. Do we do the optional puzzle? Is it gonna break our brain? Potentially. Potentially it is going to break our brain because there are like holes that we have to squeeze through and all that sort of stuff. Like if we send this shape from here, it will separate and then drop here. Okay. And then we send... Oh, not this shape. Not the one I was thinking. Okay, but the problem then is that we have like blockage. Right? Can we push this blockage through? No, then we just get stuck in here. Which means we have to be careful about how we are sending those pieces through. Because otherwise they get stuck. Because in theory, we could send the black ones through here, and then we don't block this exit. And then those ones through here. And then this will fit. Okay. Oh, but it also gives us the curve shapes. Also gives us the curve shapes. Curious. Yes, I wonder what those means, because this is some sort of whole optional puzzle. Very curious. I assume it will adapt to like do all the optional puzzles and then you will be able to do something else. But yeah, I'm gonna assume we solved the second layer of cinema. It just possibly right now we don't know what it means. We will find out later. Like, because obviously now we have our choice of dimensions, right? We could be going anywhere else, solving different things. So we don't quite know how everything connects. And I mean, because obviously the whole thing was like, we have to collect the stars, right? We have to collect the 7 stars in order to be able to look at the constellation. But since then, we've just been running around and doing so many other things. So I guess this game is very much about finding your way around, figuring out what you even need to be doing to progress to the next thing, which, I don't know, it may feel a bit disjointed. Because yes, we have to enter like a bunch of waves into here, I guess, to get the stars as well. So there is still so much to do in this one, but it has gotten late, so I think we're gonna have to wrap it up over here, and we're gonna have to come back to this next time on Sunday, maybe after I've had a little time to you know, think about it more, and with my fresh brain I will be able to figure out what to do. I mean, obviously we get to visit the other dimensions, right? Visit the other dimensions we haven't been to since we've visited the outside, and see what's new in there, right? Because there was the whole library place. Like, maybe it can do something. Yes, it's definitely intriguing, right? It definitely has this mysterious house adventure vibes. Right? It's just that we have to... It's not very set on helping you find your way, and it's a bit clunky sometimes in terms of, you know, the interface of it. Like, you walk around really slowly, and if you don't know where to go, it's gonna take you some time to figure out what to do. Like, what's going on here? All that sort of stuff. Is this linked to something else, right? It's showing us some sort of... in this version of the apartment, something's here that may help us, right? So it does require a bunch of thinking, right? So we will get back to it, because I want to find out where is Fael and what did he do? Did he turn into a leaf insect? Did he break all the dimensions? Will we ever be able to make it home? We will have to find out. So yes, for now, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you to anyone who liked the stream. That always helps. And as always, thank you to all the members for supporting the channel. I have, as always, made a post. Never have I forgotten, you know, to post about what's on the channel. So this week, we have 2 more Galley House episodes. So we're getting to the end. I think there are 3 videos in total remaining, so after this week there will only be 1 left. So yes, 2 more are coming this week, and then on Thursday we're starting a new game called Desktop Explorer. So that one is cursed computer exploration, lots of to do with, you know, old computer interfaces. Here we were dealing with old phones, in that one we're dealing with old computers. So hopefully you enjoy those, and I will see you again at some point. So yeah, thanks so much, and bye-bye.